Hey you guys, so this is a what's good for Orphan First Kill. Now, when I tell you the excitement I had for this film, it was through the roof. Because here's the thing. So, in this, I'm going to talk about Orphan First Kill, but I'm also going to talk about Orphan, which came in 2009. So, of course, you know, with being excited on about Orphan First Kill, I've already seen Orphan that came out in 2009. And I really liked this film because of the fact that it had a very good story. I really enjoyed the twist, and I liked the element of horror that it had. Because I just, with different kind of horror films, especially I feel at the time and that I was introduced to, I never really saw one that had this particular story, this kind of situation going on. Of course, you got creepy kids, like, that happens in like some of them, but like the twist here is insane. I didn't see it coming. So when I knew or found out that Orphan First Kill was coming out, that was this year, and a trailer came up for it, and that was the only thing I had like watched, read, anything that I had any kind of news on was through that. And so I was waiting patiently for this movie to finally be released, and I was able to see it finally. And when I say I was very pleased, the twist, the story, the actors, they did a very good job. In this particular film, of course, since it's a prequel to Orphan, they kind of assume you already know, for the most part, what's going on. Like, what the situation is with Esther. Or in Esther, as we know her in Orphan, that's like the only name we know her by. But in this one, her real name is Lena. And we find out how she gets the name Esther. That's like later in the film. But in this, like literally within the first 5 minutes, they're like, hey, this is like what's going on. She's actually, like not a kid. And, from there, then we see, okay, like, everything else that follows. How she gets out of the mental institution, how she gets to America, all that jazz. Because when this starts, we start in Estonia, because, if you've seen Orphan, she has like an Eastern European accent, almost Russian. So that's where you kind of start off with this particular story in the time frame that we're in. And even though I would say the twist that happens in the first one, they have a twist that I don't think anyone saw coming in this one. And I will say my jaw was like on the ground for like a minute because I just could not believe. I couldn't believe what they had just like done in this story. But it works. And so like it's not forced, it's not overplayed. And there's points in this film where I'm just like, should I be feeling this way? Should I be feeling the way I do right now about certain people? And it's just really, I wouldn't say strange, but it's just a very different take on different from the first film. I'll just put it that way. And so, in my opinion, like, which one is better? Which one do you like more? Both of them are different for different reasons. For me, I'd probably still say I like the first one just a tad more, just because of the fact that that twist still gets me every single time when I think of that film. And when I want to like watch that film, I don't know, there's just something about it that I really like. I really enjoy that story just like a tad more. But what really did it here for this one, kind of puts it up there, is just that twist and then what they end up doing with the rest of it that then just connects it to Orphan. Because you'll see throughout this film, you know, of course they have the Easter eggs, which they should, if you're gonna, you know, do this film, if you're gonna go all out, have some little niblets for us, have some little Easter eggs in there for us, and that's what they have. And I really enjoyed that because you can sit there and watch and go, oh, that's where, you know, that comes into play, or, you know, that's how this connects to, you know, the previous film. So it's still a very good film. I still enjoyed Orphan First Kill. Now it makes me want to watch Orphan. And, you know, that's just kind of my thoughts on it. I very much just enjoyed this film. Like, if you have seen Orphan or have any desire to watch like these films, it's really hard to say what I would say, like, oh, I would honestly watch them in order, but it's very hard because it really makes me wonder, like, if I watched this, like, the prequel first and then Orphan, like, would I have a different opinion? But, you know, we'll never know now because I've already lived it. So, that's just kind of my thoughts on it. Let me know your thoughts down below, and I will talk to you all later. Bye.